More than 1,000 soldiers paraded through the centre of Edinburgh over the weekend to mark the end of one of the most gruelling tours of Afghanistan. Soldiers from 3 Rifles and 1 Scots marched down the Royal Mile before being presented with their campaign medals. It was the culmination of a weekend of celebrations and commemorations for the Battlegroup, which suffered the highest British losses since the Korean War. Alec was there.
Thousands lined the Royal Mile on Saturday to welcome home the brave soldiers of the 3 Rifles Battlegroup. They spent a gruelling 7 months in Helmand's toughest regions, trying to bring security to Sangin in the south and protecting the critical Kajaki Dam in the north. They suffered huge losses, 30 killed, another 80 seriously injured.
A very great privilege afforded to us by the City of Edinburgh, and a great day to celebrate the homecoming, but of course as ever tinged with the sadness. We continue to press ahead and look forward to seeing the local population, as it were, slightly more accommodating than where we've just been.
When you're there, when you're out on tour, and you've lost someone or somebody close to you has been injured, it is hard. But when you've got a task that you need to accomplish, you haven't got time to breathe and think about that.
3 Rifles were followed by 1 Scots, marching at a more, normal pace. Their loved ones glad to see them safe at last.
It's words. I couldn't describe it. It's just the best feeling in the world. My heart just leaped when I seen him. I was so proud.
When we saw him, his face went bright red. Yeah, because we said mark up there, and then we shouted it, and then it went.
Princess Alexandra is now arriving at the palace. She'll be spending some private time with some of the bereaved families. The Battlegroup lost 30 men during this tour. That's the highest number that the British Army has suffered since the Korean War. Emotions ran high at the palace, where the bereaved families took the salute. On Friday, a service of thanksgiving at their parish church allowed the local community to pay their own tribute.
For we have walked in evil places, and amongst men whose evil intent has been to kill and to maim.
And later, back at the barracks, a memorial was dedicated in honour of the fallen, the IEDs, the biggest threat they'd faced.
I was on top of it. There was a guy on the other end of the wall with a wire in his hand. He pulled the wire, I went through the air. Leg flew off, arm flew off, I'm hanging off, and it was just a surreal experience, really. I knew what had happened straight away. And I was conscious all the way through it until I was back to Selyoke. I can't really describe the experience in any other way than that, apart from the fact that it hurt.
The weekend culminated in the presentation of their campaign medals by their Colonel-in-Chief, Princess Alexandra. Their double quick march, a reminder of historic battles won. But their most recent enemy will not easily be forgotten, nor will the men it claimed. Alec, Forces News, Edinburgh.